Up from the Bottom is a raw, visceral expression of suffocation, betrayal, and the desperate struggle to rise from emotional ruin. The lyrics paint a picture of someone trapped, physically, mentally, or metaphorically, beneath the weight of another's oppression. The song blends themes of powerlessness, self realization, and the fight for autonomy, all delivered with Linkin Park's signature intensity. Inside, it feels like I've been barely breathing. Feels like air is running out. The opening lines immediately plunge us into a state of asphyxiation, not just physically, but emotionally. The speaker is drowning, their spirit crushed under an unnamed force. Inside, I'm stuck here staring at a ceiling you put up to keep me down, 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 down. This suggests deliberate sabotage. The ceiling isn't just a barrier, it's a tool of control, erected to prevent escape. The imagery evokes a dungeon or a pit, reinforcing the theme of imprisonment. The repetition of down, down, down mimics the sensation of sinking, as if they're being buried alive by someone else's actions. This isn't just sadness, it's claustrophobic despair. The speaker isn't just hurt, they're systematically broken, gasping for air under the weight of someone else's dominance. Waking up without a name, open my eyes knowing nothing is the same. This speaks to lost identity. The speaker feels erased, as if their sense of self has been stripped away. The world has shifted, and they're left disoriented. Circling around a drain as I realize that there's no one else to blame. The drain metaphor suggests inescapable collapse, like watching your life spiral away. Yet, the hardest truth isn't the betrayal. It's the self awareness that they allowed this to happen. There's a quiet horror in recognizing your own complexity. This is the moment where grief turns into clarity. The speaker isn't just a victim, they're awakening to their own role in the cycle, which is even more painful. You keep me waiting, down here, so far below. The word waiting implies false hope, like the oppressor dangles freedom but never delivers. The speaker is in limbo, staring up from the abyss, begging for a way out. I try escaping, but there's nowhere to go. This is the core of helplessness. Even the desire to flee is futile because the prison isn't just physical, it's psychological. The bars are in their mind. This isn't just frustration, it's the scream of someone who's tried everything and still can't break free. The repetition of up from the bottom isn't hopeful, it's exhausted defiance. Each time I hold my fist inside my pocket, hold my breath until I'm blue. This is repressed rage. They're stifling their anger, clenched fist in pocket, to the point of self-destruction. Holding breath until blue feels like a knife pushed deep inside a socket. A violent, visceral metaphor, emotional pain made physical. The socket could be an eye, betrayal is blinding, or a joint, pain that cripples movement. This verse hurts because it's not just emotional suffering, it's physical torment, like the body itself is rebelling against the mind's imprisonment. This section is the emotional detonation of the song, where pain crystallizes into a terrifying truth. Let's dissect why it's the most haunting part. Everybody out. That devil is coming. The devil isn't just a person, it's the embodiment of toxicity. It could represent an abuser, a manipulative partner, parent, or authority figure. Addiction, the cyclical lure of self destruction. Depression, the voice that whispers, "You're trapped forever." The ambiguity makes it universal. The urgency in "everybody out" suggests contagion. This evil infects everything it touches. Poison on his lips, and his words mean nothing. This flips the script on classic manipulation. Most liars use sweet words to deceive, but here the devil's words are hollow. It's not about persuasion, it's about eroding reality itself. The victim stops trusting language, then stops trusting themselves. Imagine screaming for help and realizing no one hears you, not because they ignore you, but because the devil's made your voice disappear. Cold like a mountain top, father never loved him. Here, the song humanizes the devil. The abuser isn't born evil. They're frozen by their own unmet need for love. The mountaintop imagery is key. Isolation, high, unreachable, desolate. Permanence, ice doesn't melt. The damage is calcified. The devil hurts others because he was hurt. It doesn't excuse him, it just makes the pain inescapable for everyone downstream. Before you even know it's a trap you're stuck in. This line is a master class in tension. The trap isn't a snare, it's quicksand. By the time you feel it, you're already sinking. The horror isn't the fall, it's the retroactive realization that you've been falling for years. This mirrors gaslighting. The victim doesn't question the prison until the walls are already built around them. Already off running, the devil never faces consequences. He's a shadow leaving the victim to clean up the wreckage. This is the ultimate injustice. The abuser never stays to see the damage. The victim is left screaming into the void, holding the blame. The bridge isn't just storytelling, it's a funeral for hope. It reveals evil is systemic, passed down, invisible. Escape is not just physical, it's unraveling a mental labyrinth. The loudest pain is the one nobody else hears. When Mike screams everybody out, it's not panic. It's a warning from someone who knows the devil personally. He's not just singing, he's howling from the other side of despair. This bridge is where the song stops being a cry and becomes a revelation. The devil isn't under the bed. He's in the DNA, in the silence between words, in the way you flinch at your own reflection. The last repetition of "Gotta Get Out of Here" isn't a plea, it's a final desperate resolve. The person isn't just staring up anymore, they're clawing their way out. This isn't a song about fighting and winning, it's about fighting and still feeling trapped. The true horror isn't the fall, it's hitting the bottom and realizing how deep you are. Yet, in the final lines, there's a spark of rebellion. Up from the bottom isn't just a cry for help. It's the sound of someone scraping their nails against the walls of their own grave, refusing to be buried alive.